We have our championship leader in the race, Bobby Ben, Martina and Lambikins, with the quality ban retired straight away. We also have a few new people in it, but we are considering VSSR Chicane, who I believe is an AOR, so he might be taken out of the championship if he's way too quick.
We have drivers
We have
on
some
the
people.
track.
We have people already going out. We have a Renault. Let's turn on the lap data. Let's go up. Oh, we already have MZATs going out. My audio is way too loud, so I'm going to turn it down. We have 19 drivers. The VSSR Chicane is likely to be not in the actual races coming up in the future for the fact that you might be way too quick.
Compared to these other drivers.
If he's way too quick, I'm just going to have to consider second place being the winner, if I'm honest. Because he's not even a proper racer. He just nagged me and nagged me. I was going to say no. I don't know where it came from. I imagine it came from Chiesi in the Haas. Because he also got this other guy called Shawizi, a Red Bull, who takes up Matthew's seat, who again missed out on another race. For the fact that he went on his other account and to be able to join. And that was ex-Panther Gaming who was trying to join there and kept leaving. Apparently keeps saying he's being kicked. Although
he
shouldn't be on his second account anyway. MZATs has lost it. He's gone into the wall. Coming around one of the coming around after sector 1, just after the fast left-hander.
Yeah.
Just took out some of his front wing.
Yeah, it was a very cold track.
I think I just glimpsed it. I just glimpsed it before he went into the wall. I think I'm going to go on board with Jacob. He's not going to be the first one to settle up, I'm sure of that. Or he might be, actually. Because normally he sometimes is always the first one out, but he's coming out of 15 and now coming into 16 in the final corner to try and go on his lap now. I'm going to go on board with him. Hits the bollard, actually. Let's go on board with Jacob. On the ultra soft tyre straight away. It's only one qualifying session, so unlike if you had a full qualifying session, you could tactically go on the mediums or the soft in Q1 and then something else in Q2. In this qualifying session, you have to go on the fastest tyre, or you want to go on a slower tyre and just do it. But I'm going to go on board with Jacob. Coming down into the run, into turn 6, yellow sector 1, sector 3. Can you have a look, Ben?
I'm just looking through. I think this is drivers going slowly into turn 1, then we'll travel past.
Yeah, sector 1 and sector 3 though, those are completely different sectors. Jacob on this lap here, he's really struggling to get around the corner actually. A bit of slip and oversteer off the corners. No understeer around here. We have got clouds about, but that normally does happen in the game. It normally generates clouds. So I think the chance of rain is not really possible at all, but maybe it might be in the race. I have no idea.
Shift there. He's lost back in.
Yeah, he hasn't really got it together, has he?
Right-hander, go down to the long back straight, into a very weird hairpin, very odd exit, and then into the last corner of the left-hander. Now braking
down.
down.
He's got the behind as well. With,
second get first.
Sector 2 yellow.
And short shifting a lot. Just with better traction. We're coming into the last corner. Fourth
Jacob did finish the race last weekend, but can he get a good lap time here? It's going to be 1:31.7. And that was the one of the Hasses dips into the pit. Sorry, the only Hass, which is Chiesi. I believe so. He's the only Hass. He might not be. As Aaron Batt finally joins. Wait, he's going to be out qualifying anyway, so and he's not going to be in his car. Although actually, no, he will be, won't he? Because that's the only place left, so he will be in his actual car.
In the pits.
He went in the pits for me, did he? No, he didn't. Did he? Yeah, he's in the pits.
I think Shawizi got an invalid.
So, Rapid Race is still top, surprisingly. Irritated in the best, and VS Chicane, although he is on mediums, is in his Hamfan goes fastest lap, trying to get some redemption from last week in which he got disqualified, which is why Bobby Ben leads the championship on 33 points. He is only on 25, just behind. He's a level with King Gamers 8, who won the last race in Bahrain.
A full-man lobby. How do you feel about this today, Kieran?
It's a bit of a weird one. There's going to be many incidents to come through, and it's going to be really hard to monitor, so these drivers need to be aware of every driver. They need to be aware to clip everything, or they're just not going to get investigated, because I am sure there's going to be loads of incidents. I think if it rained, it would settle it down just a bit. You may not think so, but it would, because I think the gaps would be a bit bigger than in the dry. but I have no idea. Jacob probably is going to come in because I'm sure he won't do a good lap. And that Aston Hamfan's teammate is up into third ahead of Irritated Owen, but Irritated Owen probably was on a very preliminary lap.
Actually, VSR chicane is
Preliminary,
very quick
or however you say that. I kind of wish the gravel was still at the pit entry. That would make it very interesting. Because now, of course, since 2016, when you've been able to go into the pits yourself, you can screw it up. It would have been very interesting if there was still gravel there. Although, is there still in real life? I have no idea.
There isn't, because I think there is.
I think
anymore.
basically the problem Hamilton had in 2007 was the fact that those cars couldn't get out of gravel. Most cars now can if you have enough. If you just stall it, as Sesmic really struggling.
Oh,
Keeping the car under control.
Hanfan just crashed coming into the pits there, went way too fast.
Oh, oh yeah. Well, I was talking about danger into that pit entry, and it's come from something completely different, just looking up. Well, that's clear, isn't it? We have no viewers, which is good for the stream, actually, because it means it will lag less. So that's a good thing. But yeah, oh yeah, he has lost his whole front wing. I just realised that. That's not going to look good. It's not the best. That's not the best way you want to do it, because that's also ruined his tyres. The tyres that you might have to end up starting the race on. We've now got 2 viewers as Clara Aston comes in more sensibly. That was a nice entry by Clara, actually. Clara, weirdly enough, oh, it is getting a bit darker, don't you think?
Yeah.
Is it getting a bit darker?
Says it stormed the slowest of the runners.
Here's Clarkey. I'm going to go on board with Clarkey in the Force India. His first race in the Force India, taking up Dragon's seat for his disgusting behaviour a week ago. He's 5 tenths away from what is his fastest lap, so this is not looking good. So he probably is going to come in actually.
He's actually.
As
only
Minty FJ goes with the fastest lap. Oh, 6 thousandths ahead. He already said that he was going to do good, and FJ did already say he was only going to do 1 lap, and that's what he's done. He's only doing 1 lap, and he's got pole. And Hanfan has plenty enough time to react to that. Everyone else has.
Clarkey is only a 10th off VSR.
By the way, Georgie is not going to be here, so that's why he's down to 17th. It was Shawizi goes wide into the entry into 2. He's been doing that quite a lot actually, and there was a Mercedes that was parked up there as well, and Shawizi just going really slow.
VSR chicane has hit Irritated Owen coming out of the pit lane.
Has he? Right. Oh.
Irritated
they're hitting each other.
I'm clipping that.
Well, that's ridiculous. And Irritated Owen has now got a 5-place grid penalty.
Driving. That's disgusting.
Especially from Irritated Owen. Absolutely ridiculous. Send him a message.
I'm clipping that. I just clipped that.
Clip him and send him the message as well right now, because he might wait up for him, I believe. I just got a glimpse of it, and that was disgusting behaviour from him.
I just saw that.
I kind of regret having VSR chicane in the lobby, if I'm honest, because I think that's caused up a stir. Clearly there was something going on. Sorry, clearly there was a bit of battling going on to who gets out on the grid. He's actually let VSR chicane through, but is he just going to hit him again? No, he's slowing down. Was it a mistake from Irritated? Was it lag, or was he just meaning it on purpose? I have no idea. It was a bit of a weird one, as I think someone went up a position. It's Kizzy, who's gone up into 5th on only the softs as well. That's a pretty good lap from him. But he isn't ahead of Claret, who actually looks pretty good. And Kizzy retires from the session as well. Very early retirement. We've still got 8 minutes left, and the battle for pole is absolutely on edge. As Jacob, let's go on board with Jacob, because he's got a lap. We haven't gone on many on boards. But let's turn off that leaderboard now.
I think actually,
I don't know if it was on purpose or it was lag, because I did see that VSR chicane had a alien chicane.
VSR chicane came out the pits and flipped Irritated Owen's front wing. So I don't think
but it did look a bit like VSR chicane did have lag though. So I don't know if Irritated Owen just lag bubbled into him, but it didn't really look like it. It looked deliberate because he went into the side. It's not like when he hit the back of him. But here's Jacob coming on the run down around the back straight. It's actually getting darker here in China as well, as we come into what is the hairpin corner of 14, now out of 15, into the final corner of 16. And can Jacob get better here? He's kind of cut the corner there, but I don't think he's been invalidated. But here he comes across the line, and it's a fastest lap for Jacob. It's up into P1. He's a 10th ahead of FJ, but of course FJ's not in the session anymore. Hanfan is 2 tenths off and is on a lap as well. And he's not up on his lap, by the way. He's about middle ground on his lap. Let's look
I'm
at
fans of medium.
VSR Chicane, actually. He might...
VSR Chicane actually.
No,
went
VSR
wide, so
Chicane's
he's
not
back
doing
to
too
lap.
fast, actually. I think he's trying to be nice by being really, really soft, so I think he's just trying to get used to it. Dale Hopkins is now up in 5th, by the way. I didn't realise that. But, Jacob now has pole.
Oh, King Games was crashing into the pit lane.
Oh, yeah, they seem to be really struggling.
Is that Hanfan?
I'm kind of not looking at what's happening with the positions.
So
VSR
it's
Chicane's now down in 8th.
So it's right.
Yeah, right then.
Hanfan is on mediums. I think this is going onto
Oh,
track.
yeah, I didn't realise that.
Irritated I'm saying his game's glitched.
Well, I didn't look glitch, though. Oh, we'll have a look. As Hanfan... Oh, there's a change of position. Bobby Ben's up into 5th now with 8 attempts off Rapid Racer, who looks really good round there. By the way, it's getting dark. Could it rain and disrupt the qualifying session? That is my question, as Hanfan is just doing a lap on these to see how good they are. He nearly hits the wall again, by the way. He really needs to be careful around that. Claret, his teammate, looks really good. These two Sauber drivers. Claret hasn't made the race so far, but he doesn't look too bad from what I see.
He's
up
on
in
the
4th
softs.
right now. MZAT's the only one. MZAT's Ballistic Barney both out, but they haven't set laps. Dordy, of course, is in the pits because of the fact that he's not here right now. And of course, Lambikins had a quali ban, and so did Aaron Bat, who will be starting the race, but not Finny. The formation lap is going to be a really weird one as well.
On another account.
Really, Matt shouldn't have been on another account. That's my problem. That's my trouble. Yeah, it is getting really dark now. I don't think people are going to end up getting a faster lap. Because even if it doesn't rain, and if it's too... Is it raining? It looked like it was raining for a bit there. Yeah, it is. I think it's raining. It's raining in quali. And they might be qualifying over unless these drivers can get in. So Jacob might have pole position. Yes, it's raining. It's raining in China, and it looks like qualifying is all over for these drivers who want to get pole. It's raining quite heavily. It's not raining quite heavily, but it's raining sufficiently that in a few laps it's going to... And Ballistic Barney, he goes pole! Might that decide the qualifying session? He's come out at the right time, and it's now raining heavily. It looks like the Renault driver is going to be on pole position. It's going to be 3 out of 3 different drivers on pole position, I believe. Or was Hanfan on pole in Bahrain? No, he wasn't. So it looks like we're going to have 3 out of 3 drivers on pole. It was Dale Hopkins who was on pole last time out. He's down in 8th. And it looks like we have our pole sitter in Ballistic Barney. Unless someone can decide to go out and go faster. But Clarkey is 1 second off now. So surely that's it. The rain's come at the worst of times.
Well, MZATs go. MZATs will go second.
MZATs go second. Oh, he's done it in the right time as well. And now it's 2nd and 3rd for the Ferraris. Everyone's displacing.
I don't think VSR Chicane, who's on the soft tyres...
Is it actually raining or not? Hanfan has really lost out, by the way. The two... So is it actually raining though, or is this just in... Is it not raining on their game or something? Maybe. I don't know. You can never tell with this game, if I'm honest. There's many glitches. But no, that is heavy. That's not heavy rain, but that's heavy light rain, I would say.
Coming out on ultra
There is
I don't
spray.
think he is going to improve.
Yeah, certainly not. DRS is now disabled, and that confirms it. That's not heavy rain, but that's light rain, and that's sufficient
VSR
rain
Chicane,
to take away
he's
a
actually
boost.
Starting his lap, he's not going to improve.
VSR Chicane down in 12. Really lost out. Some of these drivers have really lost out. I mean, terribly lost out, if I'm honest.
VSR Chicane is not improving anytime soon.
And Simo retires because he knows his fate. I'm pretty sure most of these drivers know their fate. And now we have a load of retirements from everyone because they realise they cannot go faster. As Hanfan has spun it coming around going around 12. Oh, Seismic Storm with a 5-place grid penalty. That's a collision with oh, and everyone's crashing off. Oh Jesus Lord, what's going on? Everyone's spinning. We have aquaplaning everywhere. It's getting really heavy now, and no wonder. Oh, what drama we have here. It's absolutely bucketing it down in China. That's why everyone's spinning. The tyres are gone. You're aquaplaning everywhere. These tyres won't work. If intermediates don't work in this weather, how the hell are the dries going to work in this weather? And that is surely the end of the session, and no one's still retiring for some reason, but there was a load of spinning about. Seismic Storm got caught up in it. He's now in the pits. Surely everyone will have to retire. Oh, Hanfan has hit the back of someone. He's hit his
teammate.
What is going on with... Oh my god, do they want to really be doing this if the race is dry? do they really want to be doing this? Although normally, sometimes in qualifying, when it's heavy rain, it still ends up being raining in the session, in the race, but sometimes that doesn't happen. But we surely have our pole sitter. And Han Fan, if he continues being an idiot, I'm sorry, we have to give him a reprimand. And 3 reprimands normally means quite heavy business, if I'm honest, because he shouldn't be out there with... He's having a bit of fun, though. Oh, he's surely out the race. He's surely out qualifying now.
Fan has got the same helmet and number as me.
Yeah, I actually already knew he had the same number, but it looks like Ballistic Barney's on pole. We probably already have our top 3 in Jacob, and Emzat's getting that in well, but considering Ferrari are down in 9th with only 6 points, they're getting in some good places. George is going to be at the back, and if it rains in the race, it's going to be a corker. It's going to be a brilliant race. Hopefully it will, but not as heavy as this, though, because this is ridiculous. But everyone should retire now, I would say, because there's no point of just waiting about for a minute. Although, cheekily, I know Claret will just come out and be an idiot. He is normally like that, if I'm honest. But it looks like that's the end of qualifying, don't you? And a great performance from Ballistic Barney, isn't it, Ben?
Yep. It's pulled out the bag. Conditions favoured.
He's done it quite a lot, actually. It's favoured with FJ as well. Look, you've got the Renaults versus the Ferraris for the race, and then you've got the Saubers in between. These contenders for the championship. Yeah.
Yep.
Claret's going out. Oh no, he retires in the end. He went out and then retired for some reason. I don't know why. But we only have these drivers who have not retired yet. Thing is, though, we're going to have to wait for the minute countdown because Doherty's still in the session. So we're going to have to just wait down for the minute. Dale Hawkins retires. We're going to have to wait. We're going to have to wait a minute because of these drivers. Bobby Ben might. I think Bobby Ben's going to go out for some reason on the intermediates, which I don't think this is intermediate weather, if I'm honest.
Rapid Racer said, "Don't ready up, George. Georgie will be DSQ if you don't wait." Then what was on about there?
Well, unfortunately, I can't really enforce 20 drivers. This is going to be a tough one. Georgie, really, I advised him to make sure he got himself going. Although, what side will Georgie be on in 18th? What side of the grid will he be on? Will he be on the left or right? Because Aaron Batt and Lambikins will both have to get ahead of him if he stops on the grid, because ghosting is off because of the fact that we can't give drivers just chances for ghosting, and Bobby Ben has enough of that to win yet.
So
and all those up to 6 places, it's ultra soft runners. You take us through the grid over.
So on the grid we have Ballistic Barney, Emzaps, Rapid Racer, Minty FJ, F1 Han Fan, Claret Aston, Clarky, Bobby Ben, D Hopkins, Kiz Rizzy, Irritated Owen, VSR Chicane, Tilted Feather, King Gamers, Reese, Simo, LFC, Shivizzy, Seismic Storm, Dordy, Lampkins.
And of course Aaron Batt will be at the back because he just joined. And also he will be in the Haas because it's the only car left.